1, 2, 3.
Think about go see daddy. Who's that? His face is fully in your shoe. Is that your... Yeah, come on. Is this your little sleeve? Because you don't know how to keep bandages on properly? On today's episode of Free Unsolicited Cooking Knowledge, I'll be making deep fried deviled eggs. All right, you want to go see daddy? You want to go back upstairs? Welcome back, little spoons. If you are new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button because I'm what? The missing ingredient to your kitchen. On today's episode, as you saw, we are making deep fried deviled eggs, and I wish that I could say that this is my original recipe. Alas, it's not, but I have made deviled eggs before, and Cody and I can literally demolish a tray. I came across this creator on TikTok. Her name is Teeny or Tiny. I'm pretty sure it's Teeny, T-I-N-I. I love her cooking style. I love her recipes. And then I saw this recipe and I was like, okay, we're gonna try this. I will link all her stuff down below in the description box if you wanna go check out her videos. This was something I definitely wanted to make before getting into the holiday season because I feel like a deep fried deviled egg on a potluck table would change people's lives. So I'm here for that. Anyway, if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into it. The first step in making deviled eggs is to make hard-boiled eggs. And I'm not gonna lie, this is something I struggled with my whole life. So I'm just gonna follow her video exactly because I feel like she knows what she's doing as she's a trained chef. So basically, I'm going to put a pot of water on the stove and I'm gonna put it on medium-high heat. She says in the video that once you start to see little bubbles at the bottom, to slowly immerse the eggs and then turn it to a high temperature until it boils. And I think she cooks it on the stove for about 12 minutes. So I'm gonna do that and then I'm gonna basically show you what to do after they are done boiling. So BRB, hopefully all goes well. I put 7 eggs. I technically wanted to do 6 eggs, but 7 because I need to test out how it works. If they failed, oh God. So basically, once I saw little bubbles in the bottom of the pot, I placed my eggs in, put it up to high, and I set a timer for 13 minutes. I've never boiled eggs for this long. I do boil and then I let them sit in the hot water, or maybe because we're shocking them right away, it needed to boil for this long because I don't have ice. I have water that I placed in a bowl and I put it in the freezer for like the last, I don't know, 15 minutes. It's very cold. Oh, there's my timer. I'm turning off the stove and then I'm gonna pull the pot of eggs off the stove so then I can place them in the ice bath to kind of bring down that temperature. And then I got my spider greatest tool from the dollar store ever. Okay, placing in the water. Now she says to do this and like keep them in there for a couple of minutes. I might actually put these back in the freezer for a couple of minutes. Oh, one of the eggs cracked. I don't know. Maybe I'm gonna put this back in the freezer for about 5 minutes and then I will pull them out and then try and peel them and see where we're at. So BRB, 5 minutes from now. So my eggs have been in the cold water in the freezer for the last 5 minutes. I have a feeling they're not gonna be cold enough. So we're gonna do my favorite thing. Like the water is warm. We're gonna see. Also, I have the worst luck peeling eggs. Okay. If this works out, this is how I'm gonna boil eggs from now on. Okay. 1 egg, let me see. The moment of truth, guys. There, perfect. Look at that. This is life-changing, Cody. Okay. 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 So we're just gonna watch that have been like the only egg. Oh my gosh, and it's not ripping the egg apart. Do you know how many Franken eggs I've had in my life? Oh, look at that. Just beautiful, guys. Beautiful. It's a Christmas miracle. But look at it, it's so cute. Also, I did not really fully cut that in half. That's on me. That will be the, this will be, oh yeah, that's our little, just a little guy. Okay, I am just choosing to cut these on a cutting board because I want to make sure that it's even. Y'all. I feel like I could have boiled it for like another minute or two because it's a little soft. This is what we look like. Beautiful. Obviously, like some of them Some of them are a little, I want to say like soft boiled, but it's fine.
Do you think it turned out better than you expected?
Do I think that these turned out better than I expected? Get out. Yes, I do think they turned out better than expected. I'm going to show you the next step, which is creating the egg yolk filling for the deviled eggs. So basically I'm going to grab another little bowl here and I'm going to scoop out the egg yolks very carefully. It's harder than I thought. Okay. I'm just going to scoop out the yolks as best I can. I don't know why it's like sticking so well. They usually just like fall out. Oh, this is gonna be a delicate dance, I can see. Okay. Okay. One. Wondering if there's just an easier way. And here I'm thinking they were gonna be like overcooked. Like, hello. Oh. Guys, I got a technique. I got it now. That's what these tests are for. Now that the yolks are separated from the egg whites, I'm just gonna set our little egg whites aside and I'm gonna start adding the ingredients. Now this creator in the video didn't really do measurements, so I'm just gonna go by eye essentially and then mix it and see the consistency. The first ingredient is going to be mayonnaise. I think I might do a tablespoon. I do wanna measure so that like there's an accurate measurement for my little spoons. So here I have my tablespoon. Oh my, jeez. And I'm just going to do like a level tablespoon. The next ingredient is some Dijon mustard. She just says like a little squirt. So I might do like, I don't know, a teaspoon, half a teaspoon. They need to make like mini spatulas. That could be my merch, mini spatulas. And the next ingredient is pickle juice. Now, for all my longtime followers, you know I hate pickles, okay? But guess what? I was over at my friend's house. We were doing like a, I don't know, fall craft night, and she had a little charcuterie board, and she had these amazing, like, what are they called? Bread and butter pickles. Now, I would love to be sponsored by this brand, Brine Co. I would kill to be sponsored by them because these are just amazing. Like, I know I'm not a pickle person, but I eat these like a little spoonful a day. Anyways, so she adds a little bit of pickle juice. I'm gonna use a clean spoon. She just shows like a little, I guess, teaspoon worth. Like that, just going in. And I'm sorry, but and Cody likes them too, so. After the pickle juice, we're going to be adding a little bit of hot sauce, and she uses Frank's Red Hot. I didn't make hot sauce this year, but the habanero peach would probably be very interesting, if not just a habanero. She doesn't do too much. I might just, we'll see. Maybe I'll do a teaspoon. So this is half a teaspoon. 1, 2. And then the only spice she puts in this mix, which I find interesting, like no salt, no pepper, is basically Old Bay, and she just loads it up. I'm gonna do half a teaspoon, okay? See that? Going in. I feel like she puts more, but we're gonna start there, okay? That is all that she puts in the mix. So basically I'm going to crush those little egg yolks. Okay, so for me, this is still a little dry as a filling, so I'm just gonna add like a little bit more mayonnaise. Mayo. Probably like half a tablespoon. Yeah, I want it a little more creamy, you know? Okay, so now that that is all mixed, I'm going to clean this up and then I'm gonna show you what to do next. Our beautiful egg filling is mixed and ready to go. And the next step is to put it in a piping bag. And again, if you've seen my other videos, you can just use a Ziploc bag. But Cody did buy me a piping set for Christmas last year, so I'm going to take advantage of that. I'm just gonna show you how basically the internet told me to do this. I'm going to take this big end, I guess. I'm going to shove this as far down as I can. The video I watched said to mark it just a little lower than the coupler. Watch me be doing this completely wrong. I feel like I've done this before for Christmas last year, or for cookies I made or something. And basically you're going to cut where you made that line. That seems extremely high, but whatever. I'm going to now push that through, and then you put your piping tip on top. like so. And then you take your coupler and then you screw that into place, which I don't know. Oh no, Cody, it came right through. I think I need the other coupler. Do you have the box? Hold that thought, little spoons. There, I think that's the one. Okay, so I got my little piping bag here, the other coupler. Yeah, I just grabbed the wrong one. Look, beautiful. All right, so now that I have my piping bag, I got a drinking glass. I'm putting the tip in and I am folding this over the glass like so. Now I'm just scooping in the filling. By the way, this smells fantastic. Let's press that in. And then, I know it's stuck. There we go. You fold it back like so. And then she also showed in the video how to kind of push things towards the edge. I don't have one of those dough cutters, so I'm just gonna use this, and I'm basically forcing it up the bag, if that makes any sense. Beautiful. So we're at the end there. I know you can't see it, but I've made it, okay? I am spinning this, okay? Cody, could you put that in the fridge? Please and thank you. Okay, so the next step after kind of putting that in a piping bag, also you don't have to, you can literally use a spoon and scoop it onto the eggs after, it's completely up to you. But the next step is to prep your eggs for deep frying. We're bringing back the egg whites, and I have 3 bowls, one with flour, one with Italian breadcrumbs, and this one will be one with an egg. Cody, can you give me an egg? I forgot to ask you before you sat down. Sorry. I'm also getting a different plate. All right, I'm gonna crack my egg. All right, and I'm just gonna break up that yolk. In the recipe, she adds a little bit more hot sauce to the egg, but I think that we're just gonna steer clear of that. I'm not like a huge Frank's Red Hot Sauce fan, so we'll keep it a little more simple, okay? So this is how it's gonna go. We're going to take our egg white, we're going to cover it in flour, shake off any of the excess flour, run it through the egg wash, shake off the excess egg wash, and then put it in the breadcrumbs, and then I'm gonna put it in a bowl and set it aside before we deep fry it. I feel like most people do this and then put it right in the fryer. I think that's too chaotic for me, so I like to prep everything beforehand. She covers the egg, and she does it with one hand. That's another little technique I learned. Shake, shake, shake. And then she switches hands, as this is her wet hand, and she runs the egg through the egg wash. Very slippery. All right. This hand, I don't know what I'm doing with this hand. And then back to the dry hand. And that is it. And we're setting that aside, and then the process starts all over again. This is the longest process of my life. And like my hands are still caked on. There was still cross-contamination between the dry hand and wet hand, and 2 of them ripped. It's been a journey. And my battery died, so that's why I have none of that on camera. There we go, finally. So I'm going to clean this up, and then I'm going to prep my tabletop burner, and I will be back to show you what to do next. This is what they look like. I know they're not perfect, but I feel like, as you know, the more I do this, the more they're gonna look nicer. I got my tabletop burner here, and I'm going to heat up my oil. So she uses vegetable oil. I think that you could still use like Crisco, beef tallow, I don't know, whatever you fry your things in, but I'm just gonna follow her recipe exactly. So I have my little pot here, and I'm gonna add a couple of inches of the vegetable oil. Here we are, no name brand, not sponsored yet. Can't wait. Can't wait. I'm just gonna give her a good little fill here. Okay, this is like taking 100 years. Okay. We use like 3/4 of that. I'm going to put my digital thermometer in there. We're trying to get to 350, so I'm just gonna snap that on so I can see. We're sitting at 73 degrees Fahrenheit right now, so I'm gonna turn this on. And I'm gonna put it to a medium-high temp, nothing too crazy. As we learned in the ginger donut video, it does kind of heat up quite quickly, so I'm just gonna let that go for a few minutes. And while this is heating up, I also just have a plate with paper towels on it. It goes from here, it fries for a couple of minutes. She says 2 to 3 minutes, or until they're like a nice deep golden brown. And then you put them on the plate with paper towels. Now you don't want the egg to be like upright like this. You want it tipped upside down so all that oil and grease can drain out, or else I feel like you're just eating pure grease. And maybe sometimes that's a good thing, but in this one, I don't think it's gonna be that great. And of course I have my little spider here. Yeah, basically I'm just waiting for this to heat up and then I'm gonna get to frying. Ugh, I hope this turns out, Cody. I hope it turns out. Okay, so we're at 340. Getting nervous. Getting nervous. Oh, we're at 350. I'm waiting till about 360. I'm gonna do one, see if the temperature brings it down to 350, then I will turn it back on. So hopefully that works, little spoons. Okay. All right, we are at 360 and I'm just putting one in right now. Ooh, this is what we're looking like. We're at 355. We're looking pretty good. The bubbles are making it hard to see like how golden brown it is. I made Cody set a timer for 2 minutes. It's only been about a minute. So, guys, it looks fantastic already. I'm so excited.
2, 1, hey.
Okay, maybe we shouldn't do 2 minutes. Maybe a minute 30. A little dark on the inside. Okay. Not too bad, not too splish splashy as far as like frying goes. And the temperature dropped to 330, so this is a delicate dance. All right, ready? We'll do 1.5 minutes to start. The last 3. All right, this one like ripped, so who knows? Ready? Okay, we are done frying. I'm gonna clean this up and then I will show you what to do next. This is what we're looking like. Don't mind the split on this one, pretty sad. But overall, like it is a good deep golden brown. They're not burnt. So the next step is to pipe back the egg yolk into the egg itself. So I got a second plate here. I got our little mixture. Hopefully this works out. Oh no. This is quite hard, guys. It's fine. It's fine. I think it's all gonna taste great. Maybe it's the type of piping thing I used. This. I used the wrong tip. We're moving forward, guys. This is awful. What presentation? Jeez. It tore the bag. Okay, hold that thought. Everyone, BRB. I literally just screwed off the top and I am just doing a pretty basic little fill. It's probably harder because like, I don't know, it's like drier than like icing would be. But you know what? Like, I think they're gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, this is not the presentation I was expecting. All right, they have been piped on. Very disappointed in myself. I didn't really see what type of piping end I used. It's okay, it's still gonna taste great. It's just, I'll learn for the, you know, the next time when I have to do a nice presentation. So the next step is to just put some paprika on it and some dill. I'm just gonna do kind of like the whole plate. Oh my goodness. And because I don't have fresh dill, I'm just going to sprinkle some freeze-dried dill onto each one. Oh my goodness. Dill bay. And that is literally everything. We are done. This is what we're looking like. It's a bit of a hot mess, but lesson learned, okay? Anyway, I'm gonna plate this and then it's gonna be time for ETTT, egg taste test time. Did I say T 4 times? Anyway, we'll be back. I'm so ready. Oh my God, you're like watching me like a hawk. I'm scared. ETTT. That is hands down like my new favorite obsession. This is so good. It's like tangy and hot and the crisp in that deep fry. And it's salty enough, like it's so good. Here, I'll just give these to you. There's
That's a snack.
That's a snack.
Yep.
Clean Plate Club. I'm gonna eat more of this after I'm done filming, but this will be clean too. Thank you, my little spoons, for lasting this long in the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I know I did. This is now probably one of the top recipes I will be making for any potluck I go to. It is fantastic. I'm a huge fan of deviled eggs, but this just brings it to that whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? It's got tang, it's crispy, it's got that little bit of spice. The only thing that I would change about this recipe is adding a little bit more mayonnaise, because I really like the egg center to be creamy. But honestly, whatever you do for your deviled eggs, you can make it and then just deep fry the egg whites, because I can't explain it. It's like heaven. Okay, I'm so glad this came across my For You page, so thank you, Teeny, for giving me the idea to deep fry deviled eggs. I need to start thinking what else I can deep fry in this household. 10 out of 10, presentation, like 3 out of 10. I should really learn, you know, how to use the different piping things. I grabbed the wrong one. Anyway, who cares? It all tastes good in the end, and I'm so thankful it turned out. But with that said, thank you, my little spoons, and you know what? Deviled eggs. See ya.